I'm Dr. Kate Utek with New Journey Physical Therapy. I'm going to do an exercise video for you today to help you make sure that you're doing your exercises with good form, maximizing benefit for your health, and figuring out how to fit your exercises into your busy life. I hope you find it helpful. Let me know what you think. A year into this pandemic, most of us are spending a good amount of time on Zoom in various ways. I wanted you to have some exercises that you can do during a call without being too distracting. So, my exercise ball is a little bit flat, but I wanted to at least show you how you could use an exercise ball to incorporate it in. So, exercise ball, you can sit on it, and then as you're doing exercises, you're dealing with a little bit of instability, so it's going to increase the difficulty and make those exercises a little bit more valuable to you. In order to demonstrate correct form, I'm going to sit up on this stool so that you can see what the exercises should really look like. So sitting, if you're sitting on Zoom, I would love the idea of sitting on the ball and then doing some real gentle, but on a ball that can get quite challenging, marches. The goal with this is to keep your trunk stable, okay? Nice for Zoom because the idea is that no one should know that you're doing the exercise. You shouldn't be moving around up here and wiggling around. And the Zoom is just a little extra motivation for that. A little variation of that, you can do a leg extension. I'm doing these without resistance, and that's how I recommend starting out. But if you want to use resistance as they get easier, you could put a little ankle weight on your, wrap around your ankle if you have that. Okay, so those are two ideas with the legs, just in that sitting position. For the arms, a little bit more distracting on Zoom, but you can definitely make it work a little bit to do a nice band here, and then be pulling out. If Zoom is showing here up, people won't get too distracted by you doing this kind of a motion, okay? Another variation that's a little more distracting would be a little bicep curl. So you could do it together or one at a time. A little bit distracting because you are coming into that Zoom area, but not too bad. I also wanted to demonstrate a few standing exercises. So if I stand up, first of all, just by standing up on your Zooms, you're breaking up that monotony and that positioning where you're just static and inactive. You're increasing the activity in your body just by changing your position, just the one time of standing up and sitting down. But then in standing, you can again do some of the same exercises, or one of the same exercises I had demonstrated in sitting, where instead you're marching here, right? It's not crossing into the Zoom line, so that's perfect because you can really still exercise and not be distracting. You can also do some hamstring curls, again with both of these, adding resistance if you get good at being able to hide the fact that you're exercising. Initially, I do recommend no weight to get used to the form, but ankle weights would be a good addition to those exercises. Another thing that you could try on Zoom would be to take a band, and you're going to tie it in a loop, or you can buy looped bands and use those. This is a little distracting, this exercise, but worth it if you can make it work. And you'll just do side steps. The way that I want you doing side steps, though, is not quite what I just demonstrated. I want you kind of doing it a little bit differently than what I just demonstrated for maximum benefit. This will get you, and you're doing something. But what I really want is if you can give a little bit of a squat, just a little bit, so you're still in that Zoom range. You haven't taken yourself out of the screen. And then maintaining that squat, pushing with your back leg, not your front leg. So back leg pushes you to the side. Now my right leg is pushing. Now my left leg is pushing. Now my right leg is pushing, okay? So that one's a little more distracting because you are moving your Zoom range part of your body, but it would be really beneficial to get that one in if you can. I'm curious. Let me know what you think. I hope that these exercises will work for you on Zoom, but they're not going to work for everybody, so let me know what you think, and I'd love to hear. Dr. Kate Utek with New Journey Physical Therapy.